Hey guys, it's Kai. Sorry. I know that, but you know what, before I even finish that sentence, let me just tell you guys that, I kinda just had, like, a breakdown. My head's more all over the place than it usually is, and, so I just kind of want you guys to bear with me on that. I mean, you know, you pretty much have to bear with me when I speak and make videos in general, but just for this one, just try to bear with me, you know, please. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. The last couple weeks, the last fucking couple of years just have been a living hell, and I know that I'm posting this on my my old account, which used to be named Jalen Daedric. So if you ever used to watch me back in the day, and you know who I am, well, hi. Or if you were wondering, if you were like, oh, that girl looks familiar. Yeah, well, in case you didn't get the first video, or that sounded kind of bitchy. In case you didn't see the first video I made when I reactivated my Facebook, it was all about me coming out, you know, saying I was Jalen and all these different things that I, you know, was doing, and just yeah. But anyways, that's not the point of this. I guess, I don't really know what kind of video this is. I can't really say it's story time. I can't really say it's a rant. I guess it's just kind of me trying to make myself cope and feel better, because as I said before, videos and shit like that are just my way of coping, really. So I don't know. But anyways, okay, I don't know, there's kind of a bunch of videos I kind of want to make, and like cut them up, because there's just a lot that I want to do, a lot of different things that have just kind of like come to my attention. Not really come to my attention, but have just been pent up inside, because if you know me, or if you're friends with me, or if you know me at all, really, I tend to not really talk about my problems or things. You know what I mean? I'm literally the suffer in silence type. So, and it bothers me too that I'm like that, because I constantly make videos about how it's okay to, you know, feel the way you feel and talk about it, and that there's no shame in that, and this and that and the other thing, and I don't even take my own advice. And I know that more than half the time, more of us give good advice that we can't take, or we can take it, but we don't. And it's from ourselves. And it's like, I feel like the hardest advice to take is from yourself. Maybe it's the self-doubt part, maybe it's, I don't know what it is, but most of the time, we end up giving advice that's great and just not taking our own, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I'm trying to work on that, but it's still a work in progress, as is everything else. So I know I spent like almost 5 minutes talking about nothing, so I guess I'm just gonna get straight into the video, since I have like a couple others I want to make, and I don't know how much space I have on my phone. Anyways, I know that there's a lot of you out there, because I know that I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. That's just not the way the world works. No one is the only one. But yeah, you know what I mean. I feel like a lot of times when I talk, it's just me talking is just kind of like a nuisance. Sorry, it was a truck. A nuisance to people, and just like I just shouldn't talk, because every time, like even since I was growing up, every time I would try to talk to people or try to talk about someone or something, talk about something, you know, I would always get told to, shut up or ignored or talked over. And and when you have depression and anxiety, those types of things, like, I know they seem little to other people or the people that are saying them, but, like, whether it's a family member or a friend or anything like that, like, if you're watching this and, like, you're the type of person who've done that before, and, like, you know that, like, it doesn't really matter even if you have anxiety or depression or any of that shit. Like, it hurts to hear that, and it hurts to even feel that way for a little bit, let alone to feel that way for a long time. You know what I mean? So, I just want people to be aware of what they're saying and who they're saying it to, and, even if it's just anybody, just, no one should be told that what they have to say or what they feel doesn't matter or isn't as important as how someone else feels, or, what they're saying, because it is. And, what happened to me this morning, I don't want to, like, point out, I mean, it was a family thing, I'll say that much, but, I mean, I've been told, basically, shut up, my opinion doesn't matter, I'm a piece of shit, blah, 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 all the shit, all the time. And one of my exes actually tried to contact one of my fans that, like, is around my area, and telling him basically, you shouldn't idolize this girl, which, by the way, he doesn't idolize me. He watches my videos and they help him. That's not idolizing someone, one. And two, apparently it was just to get my attention. I'm not saying who this is. Like, I don't have bad blood with anybody, and I try to make sure that I have no bad blood with anyone, because that's not what I want. Like, I don't want to waste my life hating the people that hurt me, or, the people that abused me, or the people that don't deserve to be forgiven, you know what I mean? Like, it's toxic to hold that much hate inside of you, and to hold it for that long. And basically, I'm not really gonna get that much into it, because it doesn't really, like, it's not that big of a deal, but it was just one of the many fucking things that are going on that just bother the shit out of me. And, like, it wasn't that it was my ex, or it was just that the fact that someone was basically saying to a fan of mine who watches my videos, who, like, shit, I'm sorry, guys. You guys know I fuck up on my speech all the time. But, okay, anyways, basically he had said that I'm fake as fuck, and, like, all my videos, I just basically just say what people want to hear, I guess. I don't know, but, like, okay, first of all, I know that a lot of people who make videos or YouTube videos or any type of videos that, like, people watch have a, like, fan base or anything like that, that, like, a lot of people write out what they're gonna say. A lot of people, script that shit, know what they're gonna talk about, but script it. And I don't. I've never scripted anything in my life. I've always just said what's on my mind, even if I've forgotten what I was gonna say to you guys. Sorry. You guys. But I've never scripted it, and I've never, well, I'm not going to say I've never been fake, because when I was going by the name Jalen, and this honestly really just is a lot that has to do with, like, what's been really bothering me this morning. When I went by the name Jalen, it was basically like a persona, I guess you could say, that I made up because I hated myself. I couldn't talk to people, I couldn't stand up for myself, I couldn't be the person that I am now. And even now, I'm still a product not a project. Well, I am pretty much a project, but I'm a work in progress. Everybody on this everybody on this earth is a work in project, and I'm really sorry about my speech, by the way. Anyways, and I made this fucking, mixed Jenny Lynn, my first and middle name, together, and made Jalen, and then it was like a persona. It wasn't even like me. It wasn't me at all. It was a persona, and I know it sounds crazy, but like, to people that, do watch me and kind of understand me, or where I'm coming from, or the types of diseases that I have that kind of correlate with theirs, you get it, you get it. But as for the people who don't get it, it's basically like you suppress everything that you hate about yourself, and basically hate yourself, and you suppress yourself in order to make room for this persona that you made up in your head about who you want to be, about who you should be. But the thing is, I didn't make her any of my good things. I made her all of, like, the bad. She charismatic, fucking outgoing, and always knew what to say, but didn't give a shit about anyone but herself. And I was fake for a long fucking time. When I made my account, when I came on as Jalen Daedric, I was fake as self, and I was fake as self. I was fake as fuck to myself and to people I care about, which would be my viewers, my fans, my supporters, my friends, all of you guys. And that's not, like, for so long, that's who I was, and that's not who I am, and I never was that person. And I'm finally happy that I really get to show you guys who I really am. But what I was talking about, as far as, like, people, telling you that, what you have to say and your voice doesn't matter, like, it's easy to say that it does matter, but it's also easy for people to disprove that, and I get that, and it fucking hurts. And really, there's no other, like, I don't know what else to really say other than, of course, your voice matters. My voice matters. As much as I feel like even right now that it doesn't, it does. It's just our heads and our hearts and our souls and our minds and all that having these doubts and bad feelings that we just aren't worth it, and we just don't matter, but we do. And we are worth it, and we are worth the work, we are worth everything. But the thing is, no one's gonna save us, no one's gonna come after us, no one's gonna dive in after us. We need to fucking sink or swim. We need to fucking fight for what we want, because this world isn't gonna hand it to us in a fucking, fruit basket. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. And I've been spending so many years since I was like 11, maybe even 10 years old, wishing, this, that, and the other thing would happen, and that, like, my life has not gone at all how I planned it would when I was younger, thinking up to this age. Like, I thought by this age I'd be moved out, I'd be in college, I'd be married, I'd have a boyfriend, I don't know. But, things don't work like that, and that's going to correlate into one of the other videos I'm making. It's going to be about expectations and just why not to have them for anything. And then, yeah, I'm gonna make a couple of other videos because I have a lot that I need to get out, and you guys are my family and who I feel most comfortable sharing those things with. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So for now, I know this video is like almost 15 minutes long. I'm really sorry, but if you sat through the whole thing, thank you so much, and thank you for supporting me. And the people who have supported me since I was Jalen and still watch me and notice that I came back as another person, as who I really am, thank you as well. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Alright, I love you guys. Bye.